Now, our news segment starts tonight with a very unusual blooper. Now, we all know that debates and arguments in our Congress can get a little rough and tumble at times, but believe me, we are perfectly behaved compared to some of the other countries. Take a look at this.
Now, this is the Taiwanese parliament, and this woman is walking over to make her point. Ouch! It's turned into a Pier 6 brawl. Is this parliament or wrestling? Right now, let's look in on the State Assembly of Uttar Pradesh, where things seem to be rather calm at the moment. All right, let's bring the assembly to order. Hey, maybe you guys didn't hear me. I said order. Hey, this may be a sticky problem, but that doesn't mean to use sticks. Sticks and stones may break my bones. You better believe it. I think it's time to go. You know, this group has a slogan. Let's get violence out of Parliament and put it back on the streets where it belongs. Here's a quiet little street in a quiet part of town.
Used to have a good time. It's something that comes completely naturally. But given the fact that one of their neighbours will shortly be the new President of Ireland, it's anticipated that tonight's party will run and run in your horn. Trevor don't normally need an excuse to have a good time. People of Ross Trevor don't normally need an excuse to have a good time. It's something that comes completely naturally. So much noise in that tiny village. Is it any wonder Mary McAleese wants to go to Dublin?
And now some unplanned special effects.
Jellyfish stings during the long 4th of July holiday weekend. Okay, here's the scene at Huntington Beach. The lifeguards say they've never seen so many jellies. Scientists are trying to figure out why the creatures are here in such large numbers.
Now to just reset, we have had some technical difficulties that look like this. Hey, Kathy, look at those. That's sort of fun. Are you at home?
Now here's a report that starts too early.
In this morning's edition of Northwest Travel, hey, Bill.
Somebody escaped from Alcatraz.
We had a prisoner running through there. Alcatraz is as mysterious as the fog that surrounds it. The island prison in San Francisco Bay has been the subject of countless books and movies.
Starring Bill, our editor.
Indeed.
Yeah.
In a moment, the dramatic countdown will begin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh, dear. Jacob. Jacob.
We've had a
Jacob.
blown up.
Upset, surely. Yeah.
Extremely.
Really?
Now, here is a Miss Illinois, Renee Charles, who trades in her crown for a witch's hat in the news report here. However, I think she was kind of hexed. Look.
Over 20,000 of these cars will be recalled because the company says that oil filters could leak and begin a fire engine. An engine fire.
Starting a fire. He's never been turkey hunting before, but now he has. Our Steve McGee followed a pair of avid hunters in hopes of finding a spring gobbler.
In business news, the booming economy is fueling a buying trend as the Christmas shopping season gets underway. Today's Reuters market report.
Now, here's a news promotion where they play an on-the-air game show. Now, unfortunately, the anchor forgets the most important rule of a game. Don't give away the answer.
What did some college students make a canoe out of? Is it A, wood, B, aluminum, C, plastic, or D, cement? We were talking about that cement canoe yesterday, and those are all physics. I was a physics undergraduate, and I never had to make any canoe out of cement, fortunately. We just did a lot of problems. We didn't.
That's the question.
Oh, oops. I've never seen Regis do that. Now here's an Independence Day safety tip.
For many Alaskans, fireworks and the 4th of July go together like stars and stripes. Keep...
Here's an Emmy-winning sportscaster, Chuck Garfien, who's got everything he needs for his report. Everything. Everything. Except his microphone.
Chuck, we can't hear you. That's right, Chuck. Your mic has slipped down from your jacket. And while you continue to conduct your search, let's have a moment of silence for Chuck Garfien. As a matter of fact, let's have several moments.
Yes, this is television where you need a microphone, that is for sure. That's exactly what happened last night. Let's go to the highlights.
And now, in the tradition of Chuck Garfien, here's Dave Revson. Speak up, Dave. We'd love to hear what you have to say. This is a state-of-the-art reporter. He comes with his own mute button.
Microphone. The Jets went from 6-10 in the final year of the Pete Carroll era.
Speaking of ties, that's the situation in the NL West when Sunday's play began. The Dodgers and Giants deadlocked. I'm heading south. Help me.
Hey, look who's back, Dave Revson. This time, we know what he's saying. The trouble is, Dave doesn't know what he's saying.
And everything he could had won, everything he could. But what he would, hello, he would without a doubt show that for this weekend's big prize. Let's just show the highlight, for goodness sake.
Here's an on-the-scene reporter who's the victim of a practical joke. One of the most popular forms of entertainment these days is professional wrestling, and we've all seen it. The routine with those pre-bout interviews, you know, the wrestler usually goes on some kind of a rampage, and the announcer who, I mean, he knows the act all too well. He stays out of harm's way. Well, almost always stays out. Now, here's a commercial for a wrestling match with a wrestler who gets a little carried away.
For it! You come out! You come in naked and face me! Now that I know the type of man you are! You don't destroy my work in 4 minutes!
Now watch the man on the stool.
Hey, we've got some bloopers you will not want to miss, so stay right where you are.